must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. Oh. On my way to the exit of the other side of the woods. I don't want to go in there. I really don't want to go in there. Let's go this way. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. I wonder if I could find my way around. Okay, so yeah, I could definitely find my way around. I already figured out how to find my way around. It's over here. This was the picnic table, but I didn't go any farther than that. The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure it was safe to cross like this. Did I cross it? No. In that darkness, it didn't seem wise to try. Maybe there was another option. Why would you try to cross the river in the dark? The messed up leg. No. No. You would try to find a way around. And that is what I'm gonna do. Well, then what was this one? Had I not gone to this one yet? Oh my god. There are things moving in the dark. There's some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait. There was a notebook there too. Did I read it? Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after worn page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Rachel! Her name was last on the list. And I had a mark beside it in blue ink. The other names, Daphne and Olivia, had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, and Rose had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. So someone is murdering people. The question is it me? This is a terrible idea. I don't want to go in here at all. Can I not say I did? Grammy's sink had a small patch of it and looked almost clean. Almost clean. There wasn't much in the way of clean water there, but the sink did work. Okay, let's check this. There's a damp smelling plank leaning against the stall door. I might have been able to cross the river with it. Did I take it? No. Left the plank where it was. Perhaps just wading through the river would be safer. No, it wouldn't be safer. I do need that. My concern is that... What's this over here, then? I'd finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. So I think... I'm presented with two paths. I could either go back to the river, cross the river, or I could leave. Didn't know who was camping back there, but I couldn't bear to stick around and look for them. I just wanted to get out of there. Nope. I'm gonna go find out. I need to find out what's going on here. I need more information. Damp smelling plank. We are taking that. I managed to carry the plank under my arm so that it didn't get in the way. Good. I just gotta find my way back. This one? Not this one. This one. And then over here. And over here. The plank I found was long enough to form a crude bridge, but I wasn't sure if it would hold. Did I use it? Did I cross back over to the other shore? No. Wasn't ready to head back yet. Oh my god. No creepy sounds. Come on. Let's be normal here. Is this a dead person? 2 bodies, 2 young women, were half dug into a hasty, shallow grave between the trees. The younger looking one was still face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. They deserved better than that. Did I clean up the gravesite? Yes. Tried to cover them up a bit more and close the younger woman's eyes. Fashioned a crude marker. I wasn't sure why, but I felt I had to do something. Girls weren't carrying IDs, so I couldn't determine their names. I only hoped that whoever had done this had done it quickly. I wondered now if they had a phone or something at their campsite. Maybe I could call for help. Girls weren't carrying... Okay, so that's... You just have the same thing to say again. Yes. Well, at least it held up twice. For not being sure if it's gonna hold, everything seems to hold just fine, buddy. By the looks of the fire, it died out gradually. Olivia? Daphne? The inside of that tent was suffocating. So you suddenly remember their names. This is creepy. Those 2 girls I found by the river, were they on this list? Why was Rachel's name here? I had to get home. Yeah, but it occurred to you that at their campsite they might have a cell phone. Remember? Remember when you said that, buddy? Maybe they left it in the bathroom. There wasn't much in the way of clean water there, but the sink did work. The stall was covered in dirt and filth. The washroom obviously hadn't been cleaned in a while. Yeah, it's got a broken window. Why would anyone camp here? Okay, the way out. What was that? Did I just hear somebody talking? Shh. I don't think so. This was the way to the river. The exit of the creepy forest was this way? Yes. Through the dense trees I could finally start to see some light. Must have been at the edge of the forest, though I wasn't sure where the path ahead of me would lead. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean and where the campers who had Where were the campers who'd abandoned their site? Would I meet them too? Though the path ahead of me was less dense, I still felt guarded and wary. Who knew what was ahead? Wait, but I did... I had to press on. The thought of that claustrophobic forest was too much. I did find... Okay, I guess I don't really know that they were the ones with the campsite. I'm just pretty sure that it was their campsite. Maybe that's why he didn't look for the cell phone, though. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognized the auto parts factory where I had worked as a mechanist for all those years. The plant had closed. Almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Or maybe you're being followed. Giant hole in fence. Door. Giant hole in fence. Door. Door. Oh yeah? I suddenly want to just leave. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. Old work clothes had been picked through, and a few photos and notes had been ripped off the door and spread around. The door was locked shut, and there was a little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted in front that said, "Danger! Closed for repairs." Why does it always do that? There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off into the other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobwebs had been collected on the corners. The box wasn't receiving power. The door was locked tight. It seemed to be connected to the power box beside it. Yes, I know. Thank you. You don't need to tell me twice. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the old bulletin board on the wall. The board contained yellow clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. Norman took over a general store after the factory closed. He, Rachel, and I would get lunch every now and then. Rachel liked him because he seemed more positive, despite the setback. I don't think I could say the same about me. Blah, blah, blah. Power panel. Looks like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? No. Let's not turn on power until we're done with this room. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old books. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out, and the face was unrecognizable. The woman's photo. I knew I had to get back to Rachel and find out what had happened. Power panel. Looked like it had been shut off. Yes. Panel seemed to be working again. Panel seemed to be working again. Okay. Let's go do that with the other one too. Yeah. Should I switch it again? Yes. Shut tight. There was a rusty looking card slot on the side. Okay, try your credit card. Beep! You've been charged $14.95. You may now enter. An old break table. The layer of dust and grime made seeing this sting only more. Odd, it seemed like some beer bottles had been used on the table recently. They weren't as dusty as the rest of it. Why am I here? Door had been hastily boarded up. Okay. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone had punched it. I don't remember him doing that when he worked there. My head ached, and I recalled the last time Norman, Rachel, and I all had lunch together. Rachel seemed much more at ease when we all hung out. Another panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Great, this one was working. Utility shelf crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Sure. Okay, it wasn't as dusty, huh? So now I have what? My wallet, a gun, and a hammer? The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. Did I take the card? Slipped the key card into my pocket. Totally need that. Another panel that I hoped could help me get the power back on. Yes. It was still not working. Yes. Still not working. There we go. That I hoped could help me get the power back on. Did I push the switch? Still wasn't working. Great. This one was working. Now this place is buzzing. That makes sense. Makes sense. Power's on, so... Can't turn the power on and expect it to... Wait. It's a claw hammer. I can remove these boards with that. I used the hammer. The old wooden boards came apart easily. After I removed the planks, I left the hammer on the floor. Not a bad idea. Don't need the hammer anymore, so... Was that whistling? This was my locker. There, in the factory, it stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. Looked like it had been torn up. Thought I'd taken that picture home when the factory closed. The floor was littered with old liquor bottles. I wonder if that man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. It reeked of the sour stench of leftover liquor. This room was nothing but bad memories. Why were there a whole bunch of liquor bottles in there? Okay, let's go use that key card real fast. The key card I found seemed like it would pass through this reader. Did I use the key card? Yes. Whoa. There was some kind of ventilation hatch there. It looked like I could jump to the room below. My leg hurt enough as it was, but I couldn't see another option. Did I jump? No. If I was too chicken to jump down that broken ladder before, why do it now? There had to be another way. I'd much rather not just jump down. Especially when I did all that work to get the power running. The power box looked like it had been running again. See? The power box working again. The door was unlocked. Did I go through? No, not yet. Door opened. No, the power was back on. Rusted old regulator of some kind sat dusty and unused against the wall. Then there were scratches from some kind of tool or blade. Okay. What the hell is that? Planks, tools, and broken up parts block any further passage. The factory was like a tomb now. Never got repaired and we never came back. Another smudge of dirt, similar to the one I found in those sewers, was on the floor. Didn't look like the footprints were mine, but they were probably too faint to tell. Oh my god, stop! A large pile of building materials and debris blocked the way. The factory floor never could get the repairs it needed. We were closed too soon for that to happen. Stop hitting the pipes. Okay, just stop. You creepy sons of creepland. A rack of flashlights hung on the wall. One of them was missing. The one I have.